Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the mostest, Marquis Saint, and I am shining. Every morning I get up, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be alive, and you're blessed to be alive too. If you're getting this message, you're a part of the resistance. See, all of us are big dreamers. I'm a daydreamer, and my mind goes free and does what it wants to do. And like most people, that's all of us, right? We have no control over our emotions. My great aunt Marlene would always say, your emotions make you the truest part of yourself, you know? And then I would counteract this now as I got older to have some sense of semblance inside of my mind. It's something that we all need. I don't give a fuck who you are. There's something inside of your mind that's ruminating your thoughts. There's always going to be something where you're not in control of your thoughts anymore. And in this, we lose ourself. We lose our sense of self. We lose our direction, and we get confused with other things. It's really difficult to keep living your life unless you have focus. You know, everyone can be so emotional. We can make our minds do anything we want. If we wanted to be happy right now, let's go drink some alcohol, right? There's dopamine inside this bottle. It's a magic genie. All I have to do is swallow the poison and it's going to fix me. But much like your girl Alice in Wonderland, who had to eat the mushroom to go small and grow and big, regulating your emotions through self-medication has never been effective for me. I call it Saint's addiction for a reason, because my addictions were starting to control me. It was making me do things that I wouldn't normally necessarily do. I'd be in situations that I shouldn't be in. I was in relationships that I shouldn't have been in. I was doing drugs I shouldn't have been doing. And it made me the aha moment, how much I needed to balance my own mind. And how do you balance your own mind? You know, for most of us, we'll just wake up and jump into the game. We have no sense of self-control. Or like, as long as we're paying our bills, we're doing something right. Well, as long as you're taking care of yourself inside, you're doing something right. Bills come and go, the number changes in the bank account, but our emotional regulation shouldn't change as much. Do things happen in life that are shitty? Hell yeah, get ready for it. Part of life is suffering, you know, and all of us want to move away from suffering. That's just part of the Buddhist philosophy. Nobody wants to stay in pain. So to get you away from the pain, I did this show. I got everybody to get their mind right. And more to get their mind right, they need to get their emotions centered. My ex used to tell me, harness your chi. You know, that energy that goes through all of us, that Chinese energy, that we let it go all through us. Yesterday I was mentioning it coming through us sideways. That's a lack of control. And to get that control, you're going to have to take control. This little pink gray matter between our ears controls everything that we do. The way we talk to people, the way we react to situations, and the way we're treating ourselves. So if I was going to chase something outside of myself to make myself feel right inside, I would have to swallow something or something external. What I'm about to give you is something internal. What I'm about to give you is the keys to the kingdom and the keys to your mind, and let no one else rent space in your mind for free any longer. No longer will you have ruminating thoughts that dominate your brain all day and you can't get nothing done. That's the first thing to do, is do something else. You know, when you're out there, everyone has a project. Everybody has something that they should be working on. But instead, we'll start to pout. We'll start to handle our emotions. So first thing we'll do is grab the ice cream, right? We'll get the emotional regulation. We'll go grab that cigarette. We'll go grab that hit of weed. Let's just get our mind right. Let's get our soul right. But on the internal, what we haven't done is taken a pause for the cause. How many of you guys meditate? How many of you guys have breathing exercise? And how many of you guys have mantras? What are you telling yourself inside of yourself? And how to get this thing to tell itself the best things? Here's some more tips. Tip number 2, exercise. It might seem cathartic and you might not have the energy to do it, but even a walk will start to regulate your breathing. And even regulate breathing means not much more shallower breathing, but deeper breaths, deep in your gut to your toes, your diaphragm, all the way up to your esophagus. That is a deep breath. Oh, it smells so good. The oxygen will reinvigorate your mind. This will slow down the thoughts. They can be anxiety. They can be so rapid and run to our minds that we can't even see the next thought clearly. So to get your head clear, you're going to have a deep breath. Then you're going to do some workouts. Now your body's on a whole different rhythm. You're not on the same ruminating thought anymore. You're not on the train no more. You're not looking at the window and still seeing the same scenery. No, on a train it keeps changing. This is the way we get our minds back. We don't have to obsess about the things anymore. I call it Saint's addiction for a reason. These things would take over my mind and there would be no other thoughts. And then that third thing was to get busy on something else. We all like to get distracted. We'd rather go grab the ice cream than do the push-ups. We all rather do the easy work than do the hard work. But the hard work, we do these things because they are hard. In that moment is when you get your strength. In that moment is when you have your strength of mind, where no longer is someone else in here, no longer is external in here, but internal is fortitude. And that's what I wanted people to have. I wanted them to have something where they could reach inside of themselves and go, this is my control. You no longer control me. I control me. And that's the dream right there. Your boy Marky Saint, your morning marijuana motivation. If you got anything out of this, go to YouTube, go hit the subscribe button, tell your friends, show some friends. This show's been reaching. I've been so grateful to meet one of my periscopers last night and reach them, and them to thank me for all the days that I got their mind out of the funk. Does my heart good. And that's what Saints do. We're here to help. And anybody else that gets that, go over to Saints brand and like it too. That's what Saints do. We light up the world, and I want you to light up your world. I want you to light up your mind, your thoughts, your ideas, your emotions, and turn your halo on and start shining on people. No longer will you live in the darkness, but you will live in the light, and that's your morning marijuana motivation time. On my heart from the start, the sun's shining on my back. This is my halo, and I want you to have your halo on too. Peace and love. And as always, Chigatan. Blessings. I'll see you on the other side. Peace.